It's upsetting me in my hunger.
Miss Keke Palmer, you really tried it with this tweet, madam?
So I saw a very disturbing tweet from Ms. Keke Palmer that reads, imagine if your EBT card could only work on healthy items. And let me tell you something. This is coming from a woman that is living a high-class life that does not understand the circumstances for people that are living middle class and below. So Keke Palmer, to me, is completely ignorant to the fact that our country, our first world country, is dealing with ongoing problems such as food deserts, food insecurity, poverty, and homelessness, especially during this time period where we have a lot of job loss. Yes, there are people that are reaching out to get EBT to feed themselves, but on a deeper level, there are some people that don't even have the opportunity to get EBT. They do not have a table. They do not have a house to get food at all. So the last thing they're thinking about is being healthy. They want a bag of chips. They'll take the burger that's being given to them. They'll take a can of soda randomly off the street because they're just trying to feed themselves. So to go up another level here, you have people that are living in low income areas that are susceptible to having EBT. And if you have had or do have EBT, look, you do what you have to do in reaching out for federal government assistance. It's there, take it. Because how are you going to feed your kids if your income is not allowing you to? You do whatever you have to do, correct? Now, I'm going to say this, and this is based off of research. People that are living in low income areas are not highly educated on proper nutrition. Again, and I repeat, this is based off of research. So yes, when they're going to the store, they are not picking the healthiest things to put in their cart. On top of the fact, when people get EBT, they don't have like a bunch of money on there, girl. There are people that have 4 people living in their house and they're giving $500 a month. $500 a month. And imagine if you're a single woman or a single man by yourself. Imagine how much money you spend on food by yourself. So a family of 4 that has $500 for a month, that's nothing. There's some people that are privileged to have, over $1,000 on their food stamp card, or their EBT card. However, because they're not properly educated on nutrition in some cases, but not all, and then you have a certain amount of EBT funds on your card, no, you're not reaching for those healthy items. Those two factors together are just not working in favor of living a healthy lifestyle. So yes, you're going to see the noodles, you're going to see the sodas and the hugs and all the stuff like that with no balance in the card. Okay? Living a healthy lifestyle requires putting more money than usual. Okay? Yeah, you could spend 20 cents on a package of ramen noodles and maybe buy a couple of packages, and you could stretch that and make that for dinner. But if you're going into Whole Foods and you wanting to get the mushrooms and the turkey burgers and the good whole grains, that's going to cost you a pretty penny. But everybody is not set up to practice a good and healthy lifestyle in terms of buying the correct food. Okay, so when your knowledge of nutrition is limited and when your funds are limited, you're just not put in that position. Okay, programs have to be put in place that are effectively educating people in low income areas to buy food that is nutritious. Okay, so Keke Palmer, in response to the backlash, says, I have been eating extremely healthy lately and I have been sad about my debit card balance because of it. And then she also says healthy food is more expensive for a reason. It's fresh, good for you, and gives you energy. Bad foods are bad for a reason. They last long. They taste good because the tons of sodium. They aren't expensive because they're honestly not food. So here you have Keke Palmer that's on a health binge, okay? She's like eating healthy. That's great. She's feeling fresh. And she's feeling, excited about the fact that, wow, I'm eating healthy foods and, I'm having to spend money on this. But let me acknowledge the fact that, if you have, EBT, which is basically free funds to go buy food, you should be eating healthy food like me. And this is all motivated by the fact that her debit card balance is being impacted here. Ma'am, I need you to wake up and realize that some people wish they had the debit card balance that you had. You're not hurting for anything out here, Keke Palmer. You have the means and the knowledge to go live a healthy lifestyle. So go live that healthy lifestyle. What you have to realize is, as a high class woman living your high class life, that people basically live in middle class and below, all of us don't understand the concept of a healthy lifestyle. I do, but again, everybody doesn't understand it. There have been different cases where, you know, social policies have been put in place to try to kind of like monitor what's brought off of the EBT card. And it hasn't been impactful. It hasn't been effective, excuse me. And so, you know, people are proceeding to buy what they want. So I'm just wrap this up and say, look, Keke Palmer needs to educate herself on what's going on around her. She needs to do the research. Please understand that, again, people in low income areas are more susceptible to have a lack of knowledge on proper nutrition, and more programs need to be effectively put in place for them to understand that, yes, you have to live a healthy lifestyle so you can avoid diabetes and heart disease and all that, all the things that negatively impact your body because of the food you intake. And, you know, I love Keke Palmer. You know, she has been, an advocate for the movement. She is for the culture. But in this case, she is a bit ignorant. So, guys, leave me your thoughts. Tell me how you feel. All right, take care.